what I've found is that most of the time I'm transforming JSON from one format to another. That's pretty much, probably 80% of the work I end up doing. So one of the things that I've found that I use all the time is this module. It's fantastic. It's called Traverse, and gives you a whole variety of ways of, why is my mouse not working? Here we go. Gives you a whole variety of ways of traversing a JSON object. But the one I use most is this map function. And you can do all sorts of things with that. So check out Traverse if you need to do a lot of work with JSON objects. And this will go down to any depth you like. But what I wanted was to then make, because I was doing this all the time, I didn't want to do it programmatically. I wanted a more kind of non-programmatic way of describing how you want to transform one JSON object into another format, so that other people could do the transform instructions instead of me doing it programmatically. So I've created something, it's a bit of a mouthful, it's called Queued Transform JSON. And the key thing I wanted to do was describe the transform using a template, which itself was a JSON object. Okay, so the transform is described by the object, which is a template which immediately shows the shape of the object that you want to create during the transform. And I couldn't find anything else that would do this, so I wrote it myself. And in order to make it really easy, I've got a thing called, even more of a mouthful, Queued Transform JSON Editor, which allows you to try this out in a browser. And I'll show you very quickly. Here it is in action. So it uses 3 JSON editor components. On the left is a very simple little object I want to, this is my starting point. And I want to create a new object, which is a transformation of the first one. And here's my transform object. And it uses this double handlebars convention. So it says this A property is going to be from foo.bar1, C is going to be, and this can be nested any level you want. And here I'm inserting inside text, and here's a literal text. And then all you do is you say, you try these things out, and you click this here. And if I click test your template, then it should be coming out with the value. Sorry, that should be foo.bar. Bar 1, correct. Bingo.
Hey.
See? You can do all sorts of other things with it. You can add functions to do more complex things like date transformations. It'll cope with arrays, repeating stuff like that. And I use this all the time now. And you can, the syntax is all described in that first library I showed. Seems to do everything. So give it a go if you want, if that's what you need. Okay.